Good morning. My name is Neha Panya. Those of you who follow politics have probably seen an increase in the number of South Asians running for office. Today, we have the pleasure of speaking to Dr. Raj Narayanan, who is running for Council Member at Large position in Montgomery County. Welcome to our studios.
Thank you.
So tell me more about this position that you're running for.
Well, the County Council at Large position is elected by the county as a whole. There are 9 councilmen, 5 of them from each segment of the county. They're divided into 5 districts and they represent each district, whereas 4 of them represent the entire county, and those are called the Council at Large positions. And I'm contesting for one of those 4 positions.
Okay, wonderful. Tell me a little more about what those positions are responsible for in the county.
The 9 county council members together decide how much to tax the county people for real estate taxes, the various taxes they add on to utility bills, phone bills, fines for speeding, all of these things. Any kind of revenue that hits the county council is the one who passes that. The county council is the legislative body for the county.
So in discussing the county responsibilities, I would be more interested in finding out also about how the county interacts with the state.
If you think in terms of 3 levels of government, county, state and federal government, the county is largely responsible for providing the services within the county. Over the years, what has happened is Montgomery County has started behaving like they are the whole world. So they will pass laws related to environment and emission as if the wind does not blow from Virginia into Montgomery County. So you have those kinds of funny things that do happen. Even Medicare and Medicaid and those kinds of services, housing related services which are funded by the federal and state government, that is executed by the county. In the last few years, between 2001 and 2005, when things went out of control, the real estate market jumping and the capital gains from sales of homes adding to the income tax and the transfer fees adding to the county tax, the county revenues were increasing enormously. So the county started funding the schools and everything. They had a joyride. They spent everything. In fact, in Montgomery County, they don't have the concept if you have too much tax money, return it back to the taxpayers. They don't have that concept.
Are you running as a Democrat, Republican, or an independent?
I'm running as a Democrat.
What brought you into county politics?
I got associated with my condominium 3 years ago. I was elected to the board and I was the treasurer at that time. And when I got into the board, I quickly learned that in a large condominium association, we had signed off all the responsibilities to a management company. So they pay the bills. So I thought as a treasurer, I'll have to sign a few checks. No, I don't need to do anything. Everything has been. So what does the treasurer do? Oh, you're supposed to look at the financial reports and make sure all the finances are in order. And on behalf of the community, you certify for the community everything is okay. Nobody is stealing the money. So I looked at the financial reports and I said, this is not good enough. I want to see the invoices. And I would look at the invoices, and as I started looking at them month after month, I started getting, a shock. Why are we spending so much on this? Why is that costing so much? Then, as they say, follow the money and you'll know everything about it, right? So I followed the money, I figured out the operation. And then I came back to the board and I mentioned about how the management company was not doing their best in the interest of the owners over there. The long and short of it is, over a period of 2-3 years, the board itself had to go through a process of trying to come to agreement with each other. And when all the agreement came, in the last year we made all the changes. And when we made all the changes, they wanted me to be the president too. So I became the president of the condominium association as well. Then in the month of May, there was news articles about how the Montgomery County bonds were at a risk of losing its AAA rating. There was also news about them looking to add on an energy tax for shortfalls, to cover up for shortfalls in revenue. That was the first sign to me something is not right. Then as I started looking into it, I began to feel this county seems to be in the same kind of a problem that our condominium association was 3 years ago. And given that for professionally, I have been bringing efficiencies to companies, particularly in their marketing area, and of course, I use the same principles to do for my condominium association. Why not offer it to all the taxpayers in the county? And that's what prompted me to step in.
How has the campaign been?
I have learned a lot over this many weeks. The moment I filed for the nomination, I set up the website and printed a few cards and that kind of thing. I totally spent less than $200. Then I said, okay, what else should I do? But I didn't even have to think. I was getting emails every day, invitations from various groups, come and talk to us and things like that. Oh said, all this publicity is coming. The Gazette wanted to interview me. Washington Post was asking me to fill out a questionnaire and respond to them. So I said, great, so this is giving all the publicity that is needed. Now we are working with about some 20 volunteers or so, where in each election district, each election precinct, we have identified the names of people who are regular Democratic voters, and they are going and distributing cards to each home. And we are rapidly looking to raise money to see if over this next 2 days we can get automated calling going, and that's very cost effective. It's not a good mechanism, but nevertheless for about $1,000 I can reach 20,000 people with phone numbers, and I can refer them to the website. We won't be able to reach all the 58,400. But nevertheless, our hope is that all the debates we have had, and with the help of the media, we will be able to reach all of them. In the debates, we have had excellent response from people. People come forward at the end of the debate session and they say, we really like what you're saying. We would like to vote for you. And on some occasions, people have said, give me some of your postcards. Let me take 50 and go and distribute it to my friends and neighbors. And my hope is that if we cross this primary, actually it's not my hope, I expect that many more of all of these people will come. But then that's when things get simpler, because if you're a Democrat and you win the primary, the chances of winning are very, very high.
Is there anything else that you'd like to add?
Sure. Go and look at my website, www.rajnarayanan.org, and ask me any questions. You can send me emails and see and go out and vote, of course, if you're a Democrat. That's the best you can do for me. Thank you.
And when are the primaries?
The primaries are in 2 days, on September 14th, Tuesday, September 14th. So please remember, go out and vote. Thank you.
We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Don't go away, we'll be right back.